Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you're newly single and want to try the dating apps, how do you know which one to choose? Here to break down the most popular ones, we welcome back relationship and dating expert Kelly Marie. Good to see you again, Kelly.
Good to see you, Helen.
Okay, so each of these apps you say has kind of a different vibe, right?
Yeah, all of them have like a different demographic, and really an app is only as good as the pool of people that's in it as far as they match for you.
Right.
So somebody can have a great experience on one app, but if it's not your vibe and you go on, you might not have as good of an experience. So you got to kind of take everything with a grain of salt and just kind of do a little sampling.
Okay, let's go through some of them. Let's try Hinge.
Yeah, so Hinge is kind of more of a, not always, but more of an advanced degree, more of a college, white collar vibe to it. Very much people that are looking for relationships. You'll get the occasional, hey, want to hook up or whatever, but most people on there are sincerely looking for someone to have a committed, loving
long-term
relationship with.
Right. Okay. Do all of the apps like have accessibility for people who gay, lesbian, all of that?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Almost as every app that I've encountered. Now, the nice thing about Hinge and a few of the other apps is for safety-wise, inside of Hinge, you can make and receive phone calls and video calls, which means you don't have to give out your phone number. You never have to give out your identity. And people are kind of, I'm saying this now because people are kind of hesitant to go there, but it's really a great safety feature because having a phone call with someone, especially seeing them on screen, is going to give you an idea of whether this is someone you're going to pick up on all that unspoken body language that is nonverbal and be able to know, hey, you know, I want to talk more, or okay, this isn't for me, without ever giving out any information.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Facebook dating.
Yes.
I didn't know there was a dating app for Facebook, but okay.
Yeah, so it's weird. They don't have a specific app, but it's on their app on the phone. There's a heart function.
Yeah, I see right here.
Yeah, that you can go in and make up a profile and stuff. Now, Facebook, Hinge is free, which is really nice. So it's a higher, it's a higher level of people that are looking for commitment. Facebook is free as well, and there's the whole spectrum in there. Most of the people that I've met are looking for relationships, but it's more casual. Like they're like, oh, if it happens, it happens. They're not earnestly seeking as much as just kind of, just having fun dating experiences and seeing how it goes. Then that was my experience. And again, that's the vibe. And I have clients all over the US, and that's the vibe that they have. There is also a lot of scammers because it's free. So it's easy to create a profile, and it doesn't cost them anything to get in there.
Which I was going to ask you, like, how do you prevent running into somebody, like there's no background checks done, right?
Well, some of them do, and so here's like Tinder and even Match and stuff. They do background checks, they do verification, but some more sophisticated scammers have ways of getting around it. So don't totally trust it, but it is apps that have that function have less scammers. Zoosk, yes. And so this one is interesting. I have quite a few clients that have gone on it. It's more of a blue collar, really honest, down to earth. There'll be farmers. There'll be a lot of different, just different professions and stuff, but kind of salt of the earth type people.
Yeah.
It seems like on Zoosk there are way more men than women, is what I've gotten the impression from. So if you're a woman, that's a great app to go on, even if you just want to kind of get a feel for dating and just get your feet under you. The thing I don't like about Zoosk is the way that they serve up the people as possibilities. They make it hard to figure out how far away a person is and to see their profile. They just kind of tend to serve the picture, so you're liking people, but then you might be like, oh, they're 3,000 miles away.
Yeah,
so then you end up with like too many people that you're connected with.
I hear it.
Tinder has definitely done a turnaround. Tinder was known for it being the hookup app.
Right.
And like the most famous, the Kelsey brother that met his wife on Tinder.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Jason Kelsey, they met on Tinder, and that was about the time that Tinder started turning around and not being just a hookup app. And now they have verification. There are a lot of people on there from different walks of life, from different educational interests and backgrounds, so there's a bigger pool on there than most others. So what I really go for is the pool and the vibe, and a lot of people on there are looking for everything. Whatever you're looking for, there's going to be somebody looking for that on there.
Yeah, interesting. Match
is definitely for older, like the most success is in the 45 and up, but I would even say it's starting to be 50 and up age range. it's because it's hard, you can't really get a free account on Match. There are far less scammers. People are mostly sincere and wanting to be in a relationship. But you always, on all of these apps, you have to be aware there are people that are just kind of, whatever their emotional background, they're in and out, and you just gotta not get perturbed by it. You just like, oh, you know, this person was talking to me, and now they're not.
Now they're not, yeah.
And now they're connecting with me on a different app, and like it's going, and they're talking to me, and now they're not. That's them. It's not you. You just let it
That is
slide.
the one thing you say. It's not you.
Nope.
It's okay. Bumble.
Bumble is the app I want to love, and it's just never. I've just never had a good connection from it. I've never had clients have a good connection from it. And I personally think it's because they started with the idea, which was a really great idea, that women would be the ones reaching out. So it's safer.
And I always thought it was for younger women.
Yeah,
too.
and for younger women too. But what I found is it's kind of set up an expectation that the women will do all the reaching out. And most women want men that reciprocate.
Right.
So it just sets up a dynamic that just doesn't encourage a lot of connection as far as I can see.
OkCupid.
OkCupid was the surprise sleeper for me. OkCupid, I had tried it a couple years ago. They seem like they have an evolving interface, and it was really confusing and overwhelming, and I didn't have a good experience. And then I just recently, for this segment, actually, my friends suggested it, so I went on it, and they do a really good job. The setup is really nice. The people on it are very sincere, very much, you know, state what they're looking for. There's a lot of people looking for committed relationships, but the thing that really sets them apart is they have a exhaustive, I think like 5,000 questions that you can go through and answer, and then you can see how you match on things that are important to you with the other person. And that's been really helpful, like to go through and be like, okay, this is where this person's coming from. I can, you know, that's interesting to me, or I can at least ask about it. It really cuts down on all the small talk that just feels so repetitive when you're doing dating apps.
Kelly, good information.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.